Welcome to another episode of Player 2's Games to Watch in 2024. This episode's going to look at those strategy games, so get your thinking caps on and see which titles are going to twist your brain this year.
Nightmare of Hell.
Solium Infernum. What if, instead of trying to conquer the world in civilization, you were actually trying to conquer hell? What if, instead of Gandhi being an aggressive neighbour, it was the Archangel Michael? What if studying science led to new torture methods instead of rocket propulsion? Welcome Solium Infernum, where these hellish ideas come to life. A 4-time strategy game developed right here in Australia by League of Geeks, Solium Infernum is a remake of sorts, taking the 2009 game of the same name and reimagining it in a more modern way. The concept is solid and one that hasn't been overdone in the genre, so it should be a fresh experience for fans of the genre. League of Geeks are ever reliable, so I have no doubt that this will be a high quality release that strategy fans should keep an eye on.
But you don't have to fight alone.
Homeworld 3. It has been a long time between drinks for fans of Homeworld, but the wait is almost over. Homeworld 3 is coming and strategy fans are once again in for a treat. The Homeworld franchise has long been hailed by fans of the genre as one of the best. Its mix of management and combat in the 3 dimensions of outer space has never been topped, so there's rabid anticipation for more from its community. Every indication is that Homeworld 3 will take what the previous entries did so well, polishing, improving and expanding along the way. And that's all the fanbase wants. There is a little worry that this sort of game just isn't as financially viable these days, but it is my sincere hope that Homeworld 3 proves that worry wrong on a way to becoming both a commercial and critical success.
Get us out of here.
ARA History Untold. The saying goes, go big or go home, and I feel like that is exactly what ARA is doing. It is taking on one of the biggest franchises in not only the strategy genre, but in all gaming, by trying to out-civ civilization. It's a gutsy move, and one that may even pay off. You see, it has been quite a while since Civ 6, so the timing is right for ARA to jump in and grab some strategy fans who are looking for something new. The fact is, coming to Game Pass will undoubtedly give it a good initial burst of players. The question will then remain, is there enough here to keep people from going back to civilization? Only time will tell on that score, but I'm always excited to see a plucky upstart take on the seasoned champion. I hope ARA History Untold comes out swinging and perhaps even pushes the champ to its limits. Frostpunk 2. Are you ready for another dose of deep, engaging strategy with a side order of crushing depression? If so, you're in luck. Frostpunk 2 is coming, and it promises to build on what made the first game so wonderful and so heartbreaking when it releases later this year. No longer tasked with managing a small outpost, you are placed in charge of a full city of survivors, all trying to just live in this long dead world. The first game really pushed players to the limit with tough choices and moral quandaries, and I fully expect the sequel to push those ideas even further. Frostpunk 2 is promising some fantastic strategical gameplay, all the while asking the question, what is survival actually worth? There really isn't anything else out there like it, and I expect it to nail the aesthetic once again when it finally comes out this year.
Left to suffer.
Stormgate.
Shut it off!
I long for the return of games like StarCraft and Command & Conquer. I had a massive obsession with the classic RTS games of the late 90s and early 2000s, but sadly those days seem to be long behind us. All hope is not lost, however, with Stormgate coming along to hopefully save the day for every RTS fan out there. Developed by a host of ex-Blizzard devs, Stormgate is really leaning in that StarCraft direction, from the gameplay to the unit design, so fans should have plenty to look forward to. The interesting thing here is that Stormgate is going free to play, but is still promising single-player campaigns. It will be super interesting to see how this is implemented. Will the multiplayer be free to play and the single player be purchased DLC? Will there be season passes? Will people ignore the game altogether because it's free to play? Who knows? But boy, I'm really in the mood for a new RTS game, so I really hope they stick the landing.
Victory. this.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Games to Watch in 2024. Make sure you head over to player2.net.au to check out the written version of this article. While there, you can also check out our news, reviews, previews, opinion pieces, podcasts, and all sorts of other crazy stuff that we decide to put up on the website. Make sure you like and subscribe the video down below. And if you like this video, maybe check out the one in the top left there. It'll lead you to something similar. Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you next time on Player 2. See ya.